opportunities to help us build these capacities. As always, we do this every Thursday from 2 to 3 p.m. You can join us on our social media, on Instagram, on Facebook and X as ZFMGH. On TikTok, we are Z Multimedia. And on YouTube, we are Z TV. We'll take a spot of music. When we come back, we're going to go to our sessions for today.
Z101.9 FM.
Miss Master Gazi, on the rhythm again, yo, torture. I get the desire, you get the desire. Hey, you want to retire, I want to reach higher. Maponya nunana, Mohana koto. All the fingers no be equal at all. Yeah. Me and you no come from same place. Neither do we run the same race. Remember life is full of shaking. Me and just they try to make it. Why the sun shine? Me and you no come from same place. Neither do we run the same race. Remember life is full of shaking. But the toughest of the toughest survive. Bigger than Yahweh. No matter who, no matter what, country broke, you know broke we there. Be careful what you do. You know do pass the God. No matter who, no matter what, country broke, you know broke we there. Nobody no ban with anything. Tiger, we never take anything. Happiness is a true medicine. Listen to the song I sing. From same place, neither do we run the same race. Remember life is full of shaking, but the toughest of the toughest survive. Baby, you're fine, no. Mommy, yeah. Baby, you're fine. Don't tell me, say. Baby, you're fine.
All right, welcome back. It says Bibiara Bear Fine, and that's from Stonebwoy. We believe that on Next Gen Connect, that is why we bring you all these opportunities so that you can apply for them, so that everything truly will go well. So speaking of opportunities, last week's opportunities are still up for application, and we're going to go through them. So first from last week, we have the 2026 Brand Tech Group AI for Good Scholarship. And this is together with the One Young World, and it's awarding 5 scholarships for young African leaders using AI sustainably and responsibly. It is tied to the One Young World Summit 2026 in Cape Town, where AI is the key plenary theme. The program seeks leaders with proven AI solutions in Africa across 5 pillars, that is sustainability and climate, education, misinformation or social equity, health or well-being, and active citizen engagement. And the application deadline is the 2nd of August 2026. Second from last week, we have the KPMG Ghana Graduate Recruitment Program 2026. This is recruiting for multiple career pathways across professional services. The program focuses on empowering talent, innovation, and impact across business, government, and communities. It offers 3 tracks, that is experience hires for professionals or consultants. There's also a graduate training program for recent graduates and an internship program for students seeking practical exposure. All tracks are run under KPMG's people-centered inclusive culture with a structured learning and client experience. The application deadline is in July, that is the 17th of July 2026. Also from last week, we have the APRI 2026 Young Talent Program. This is an Africa Policy Research Institute of young talent that engages young professionals and recent graduates worldwide who are passionate about African policy research. This cohort is for APRI geopolitics and geoeconomic programs, and it offers practical experience in a growing think tank through research, advocacy, events, and content work. The shortlisted candidates that are not selected immediately will be kept as reservoir for future roles, and the deadline is the 31st of July 2026. Fourth from last week, we have the Utah Empowering Youth and Women program, and this program supports the government from Japan. It's with support from the government from Japan under the TCAD9, and is running a multiple phase capacity program for African youth and women. It is designed to turn innovative ideas into scalable, investment ready, partnership oriented projects that align with national or regional priorities. The focus areas are innovation, tech, agribusiness, digital transformation, clean tech, manufacturing, and human-centered economic development with a strong Africa-Japan collaboration angle. The deadline for this application is the 31st of July 2026. We're going to go to the opportunities we have for this week, but before that, we're going to take a spot of music.
I need some help, put my head on fire, can't cool. My head on fire, can't cool. Slowing down on the marijuana, baby. Spending time training my mental. Softly make I take it to the right place. K-Bones, I'm on you, you can't testify, no be easy. No be who say, he say, she say. When you hear say I need some healing, I be up how much and I'm screaming, Father, Father. My demons still they after me, oh. Principalities force what I do. Make I know the verse, make a fully body, oh. Cause me cash a man ya in me musu, oh. Na cash out kinds of me who yo. I know who I'm before, they want never want to do too. Obi mwamie, Obi mwamie. Sumo Obi mwamie, Sumo Obi mwamie. I need some help, put my head on fire, can't cool. My head on fire, can't cool.
I need some help, put my head on fire, can't cool. My head on fire, can't cool. Of late I've been needing racks, a little too much money. Margin in a mullah. Naturally, na mamuna. When shall the wicked die? Na mean to me rested. Me ya some operations. Na mean to me party. Got to join him sound. Mr. Shabras is halfway. Me age is a fine wine. Me age is a fine wine. Me got to join him sound. Mr. Shabras on him way. Me age is a fine wine. Me age is a fine wine.
Obi mwamie, Obi mwamie. I need some help, put my head on fire, can't cool. My head on fire, can't cool.
All right, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. This is the Next Gen Connect show right here on Z101.9 FM. Before we go into this week's opportunities, you want to follow us on our socials on Facebook, Instagram, and X. We are ZFMGH. On TikTok, we are Z Multimedia, and on YouTube, we are ZTV. So I want to go straight into the opportunities for this week. And first on our list, we have the UNDP African Youth Co-Creation Council. And these are for people or the youth interested in joining the United Nations in the future. So this is an opportunity for you. So the UNDP is selecting 11 young leaders across Africa and the diaspora to form a new continental advisory group. And for 2 years, the council members would work with UNDP team in Addis Ababa, Dakar, Nairobi, Pretoria, and also connect with 46 country offices. The council will use a AAA strategy. The first A is that they will guide design, delivery, monitoring, and learning of UNDP projects. The second A that is anticipate is that they will identify emerging trends, risks, and opportunities for young Africans. And finally, the third A is amplify. That is that they will build leadership capacity and drive change in communities. The goal is to shape UNDP's new Africa Youth Portfolio and place youth at the center of development. To be eligible for this criteria, you must be an African national aged between 18 to 35 at the time of the selection, and you must live on the continent or in the diaspora. Note that there are only 2 seats reserved for those in the diaspora. So most of the seats, that is the 9 out of the 11 seats, are targeted at people living on the continent. You must have a leadership, community engagement, or innovation experience in areas like governance, climate action, digital innovation, peace building, gender, mental health, green, blue, or orange economy. You must be committed to inclusive development and youth empowerment. You must not have had previous service on a UN Youth Advisory Council or a similar mechanism. You must be able to also attend regular virtual meetings and periodic in-person engagements. You must have a strong written and spoken English and serve in a personal or a political capacity. The selection will prioritize gender balance, regional diversity, inclusion of persons with disabilities, rural youth, and linguistic diversity. The benefits are you get to advise and co-create UNDP's flagship initiatives and Africa Youth Portfolio. You also get capacity building and leadership development opportunities. You also get to work directly with UNDP teams across 4 hubs and 46 countries. You amplify your impact and leadership in your community, and also you get to network with UNDP development partners and youth leaders across Africa and the diaspora. The application deadline is the 31st of July 2026. I repeat, the 31st of July 2026. You want to check www.undp.org for any other details and also for the links to apply. Second, for this week, we have the 2026 Google Africa Applied AI Lab. This lab is a collaboration platform based in Accra AI Community Center, that is AICC, in Ghana, for African founders and researchers building next-gen AI products. It serves as a 0 to 1 commercialization platform, pairing an elite cohort with Google experts to co-develop AI native solutions for African challenges. This program runs from mid-September to early December and focuses on 5 key areas. That is the future of work, knowledge, software development, creativity, and entertainment. And it accumulates in a demo day at the AICC, where startups will pitch to Google top investors and partners for potential funding and support. To be eligible, you must be a current full-time founder or a top researcher looking to become a startup founder. You must have 5 big ideas with impact in Africa that align with the 5 themes. I'll repeat again, that is work, knowledge, software development, creativity, and entertainment. This is open to founders and researchers across Africa, and they give preference to startups with funding and commercial traction, that is pre-seed to Series A, but all with strong ideas and a clear build plan are also considered. The benefits are you get early access to cutting-edge Google DeepMind models like Gemini, Veo, and before public release. You also get a hands-on technical mentorship from Google Research and other Google theme collaborations. You get a go-to market support from leading VCs, 4DX Ventures, and also venture platforms. There are also potential funding from the Google AI Future Funds and partner VCs. You get a tailored training advisory during the co-development period, and also you get an ongoing access to Google Africa Applied AI Lab community in Accra after the program. The application deadline is the 31st of August 2026. The 31st of August 2026. You want to check www.labs.google, www.labs.google for any other information. Finally, for this week, we have the 2027-2028 Ireland Fellowship Program Africa, and this program is a fully funded scholarship for future leaders from Africa. The goal is to build in-country capacity and achieve the SDGs and strengthen positive relationships with Ireland. The fellowship will complete a master's degree in Ireland starting 2027 in fields such as agriculture, health, education, human rights, computer science, engineering, business, or more. The eligible countries include Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Ethiopia, Rwanda, Uganda, Tanzania, and 16 others across Africa. To be eligible, you must be a resident national of any of the countries mentioned above. You must hold a degree from a recognized institution that was awarded in 2015 and above. You must also hold a minimum GPA of 3.0 and above. That is a first class or a second class upper. You must also have 2 to 3 years of substantial work experience directly related to your chosen choice of program. You must not hold or be pursuing a master's degree or a higher degree. And also you must be applying to start a new master's program in Ireland or sooner. You must demonstrate leadership, commitment to the SDGs, and also commitment to building Ireland-Africa relations. You must select 3 programs from the directory of eligible programs that match your background. You must meet the English language requirements from the Irish higher education institutions and must not have applied to the Ireland Fellowship Program more than once before. The benefits are you get a fully funded covering. It covers your tuition fees, your visa fees, your medical and travel insurance, and it's an economy flight to and from Ireland. You also get allowances, that is setting in allowance, completion, and departure allowance. There's also a monthly living stipend of €700. That is subject to review. There's also arranged accommodation and paid semesters that ranges from €800 to €1,000 monthly accommodation stipend depending on your location. And that the application deadline is the 26th of July 2026. You want to check www.ireland.ie for more information and also the links to apply. That brings us to the end of this week's opportunities. We hope that you've taken notes of some and then you are going to apply. And as we say, on God is going to go through. We'll take a spot of music. When we return, we're going to come to the session everybody enjoys. Stay tuned.
Z 101.9 FM.
Black and down. Black boy with a white star. Young boy with a good vibes. Black boy with So we were big dreams in the poor city like this. And he had in I would dip FM. Man, I was 16 and I started doing this thing. Me drew hard, but I can't complain. You can see me as the bad guy or the good guy, but this is semi-diddy at the end of the day. I know it's been a long time, but keep grinding. Wabang will poor brother, why a mistake? And Jay Piana obedient the birthday. The next day he was sent to the grave. So who won't call there, you gotta give praise. And you are hoarding, bro, we live by grace. I'm a black boy with a white star. I'm in the race for the watcher. Fire blazing me like I'm Hellboy. I want to be seen like the sunrise. I'm a black boy with a white star. I'm in the race for the watcher. Fire blazing me like I'm Hellboy. I want to be seen like the sunrise. Give me opportunities, I won't hesitate. He keeps on hating on the boy, I'll pay me disgrace. My brain, I'm a bedroom house, so I've got to maintain. Going through a lot, my shit, I'm healing on the pain. Ready, nipa bet to me for the money and fame. Or brother to say game, you put your life at stake. And right here, new who wanna hustle me in vain. In everything you do, brother, don't forget. You can see me as the bad guy or the good guy, but this is semi-diddy at the end of the day. I know it's been a long time, but keep grinding. Wabang will poor brother, why a mistake? And Jay Piana obedient the birthday. The next day he was sent to the grave. So who won't call there, you gotta give praise. And you are hoarding, bro, we live by grace. I'm a black boy with a white star. I'm in the race for the watcher. Fire blazing me like I'm Hellboy. I want to be seen like the sunrise.
101.9 FM.
It's your lifestyle, leisure, and business radio.
Z 101.9 FM.
Black boy with a white star. Young boy with the good vibes. Black boy with So we were big dreams in the poor city like this. And he had in I would dip FM. Man, I was 16 and I started doing this thing. Me drew hard, but I can't complain. You can see me as the bad guy or the good guy, but this is semi-diddy at the end of the day. I know it's been a long time, but keep grinding. Wabang will poor brother, why a mistake? And Jay Piana obedient the birthday. The next day he was sent to the grave. So who won't call there, you gotta give praise. And you are hoarding, so we live by grace. I'm a black boy with a white star. I'm in the race for the watcher. Fire blazing me like I'm Hellboy. I want to be seen like the sunrise. I'm a black boy with a white star. I'm in the race for the watcher. Fire blazing me like I'm Hellboy. I want to be seen like the sunrise. Give me opportunities, I won't hesitate. He keeps on hating on the boy, I'll pay me disgrace. My brain, I'm a bedroom house, so I've got to maintain. Going through a lot, my shit, I'm healing on the pain. Ready, nipa bet to me for the money and fame. Or brother to say game, you put your life at stake. And right here, new who wanna hustle me in vain. In everything you do, brother, don't forget. You can see me as the bad guy or the good guy, but this is semi-diddy at the end of the day. I know it's been a long time, but keep grinding. Wabang will poor brother, why a mistake? And Jay Piana obedient the birthday. The next day he was sent to the grave. So who won't call there, you gotta give praise. And you are hoarding, bro, we live by grace. I'm a black boy with a white star. I'm in the race for the watcher. Fire blazing me like I'm Hellboy. I want to be seen like the sunrise. I'm a black boy with a white star. I'm in the race for the watcher. Fire blazing me like I'm Hellboy. I want to be seen like the sunrise.
Time will tell. I want to know why Jaja bless me naturally, but when we look on the standard I live in you, people are suffering me. I want to know why Jaja bless me naturally,
101.9 FM.
people are suffering me. So many times, me head I get attacked. Many times I don't feel like Jackpot goes Jackpot. But but I never know kappa. Last night I no eat no supper, and every day I hustle day I will no stay off. Unto the maga one pay off. Focus, I will no stay off. We high over red and we no play around. I want to know why Jaja bless me naturally, but when you look on the standard of living, yeah, people are suffering. I want to know why Jaja bless me naturally, but when you look on the standard of living, yeah, people are suffering. 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 And government have the money and thing, but them never watch with them love to see we bleed. But no sympathy. Every party just a do the same thing. Wah, wah, wah. When we check on the wickedness that is in a mankind, that make me know say people are evil and unkind. Kawa, father a kill son and son a kill father. Politician them a thief and murder, and every other day them a make life harder. I want to know why Jaja bless me naturally, but when we look on the standard of living, yeah, people are suffering. I want to know why Jaja bless me naturally, but when we look on the standard of living, yeah, people are suffering. 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 People are suffering.
Zed 101.9 FM.
All right. Welcome back. This is the Next Gen Connect show, and we are at the interview session. This is the session everybody loves because we get new insights, we get new information and new trends that are happening out there. And today's topic in particular is exciting because when we go through all the opportunities I mentioned from last week and this week, people are looking out for climate-centered innovation. And today's topic makes it a key field that people are looking out for, and I'm excited we are treating it. So if you don't know about today's topic, we are treating empowering youth to create climate solutions. And we have a beautiful young lady here. She's doing massive work in the climate field. I'm going to make her introduce herself as we always do here, and we're going to go straight into the discussions. Hello.
Hello, Jacqueline.
Excited to have you here.
I'm also excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Okay, that's great. Kindly introduce yourself to our guests.
Okay, so hello, everybody. My name is Vanessa Fusuhene. I'm a Senior Project Assistant at the University of Ghana Business School Innovation and Incubation Hub. And I also provide administrative support on the Africa Climate Collaborative Project, which is mainly a climate and sustainability centered project.
All right, that's great. So I think climate change is becoming an issue, a global issue everyone is talking about. As I said, I've been reading the opportunities for quite a while, and mostly climate is one of the key areas that they are looking out for. It is one of the key issues that they are looking out for, that the youth or people or innovators should find solutions to address climate issues. So as you are someone in a field of that sort, what opportunities are in the climate sector that you feel that we are supposed to tap into, that we can create solutions in the sector?
So I think lots of opportunities are present. Maybe I've named some of the ones in Ghana that we young people can take advantage of, right? So, I mean, climate change has become, is all the buzz right now. Everybody's talking about it. We're feeling the effects of it. So I think it's high time that we come up with solutions to them. And I mean, what better way And I mean, it's better for us if, whilst we're making impact and trying to find solutions to these issues, we also turn it into an economic advantage. So there are lots of opportunities. At the University of Ghana Business School Innovation and Incubation Hub, we run some climate projects, some climate and sustainability projects. We have the Nkabom Collaborative Project, which is centered on sustainable agri-food systems, and I think they do the recruitment every year, so that's one opportunity that young people can take advantage of. We also have the Africa Climate Collaborative Project, where the innovation and entrepreneurship pillar, for example, presents many opportunities for young people. We do climate and entrepreneurship training. We provide grants if the idea or the business that someone comes in with is a good one. We provide opportunities for these young people to connect to investors, pitch to them, present their ideas, potentially access funding. And actually, I think we have a call for application running at the moment. It's called the Green Resilience Hackathon. I think the deadline is 14 July. I don't know if you've mentioned it as part of your opportunities, but winners actually stand a chance of winning grants. So yes, I mean, there's also Fidelity Bank. They have a whole sustainable finance pillar, and they also have, I think they have a green fund, right? And they, give out grants to people that have climate ideas. So there are many more. I think if people, search, and with your help, with the opportunities, but they can access all of these opportunities. Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. Before we go into other questions, for someone listening that this is the first time they are hearing about climate solutions, can you briefly tell us, or if examples or something someone is doing currently that can enlighten us on what climate solutions or innovations are that would help us?
Okay, so I think I've come across lots of climate solutions in my work at the Business School Innovation Hub and on the Africa Climate Collaborative projects as well. So you have people that are, turning waste into, so let's say waste to wealth, for example. So you have people turning food waste into manure or fertilizer, so that instead of people, spending additional money to get fertilizer for their farms, they can just turn, it's a recycling process where they turn the waste into fertilizer. Then you have we have Upcraft, who are turning recycling plastics and turning them into bags. I think I've come across Gold Coast Tokota as well, who is also saying pure water rubbers, trying to recycle them into footwear. We've had some other people also upcycling waste clothing, right? I think way back in April, right, we organized a climate smart acceleration training program, and there was an exhibition aspect of it where we had some persons with disabilities, differently abled people, come in to exhibit their products. And what they do was that they take, the unused pieces from these tailors and seamstresses and actually turn them into usable doormats, carpets, rugs that you can use in your room or in your space. So yeah, people are working on amazing things. I had the opportunity to sit in a stakeholder meeting still on the project, and there was a presentation from a lady who was actually turning pure water rubbers into dormitory beds, the ones that are used in the bunk beds, the ones that are used in secondary schools. Yeah, she's creating that out of plastic waste. She actually showed a video where President Mahama actually went to look at them and even test them out, and they looked quite sturdy. So
that's very
people are doing
innovative.
amazing things.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. So I hope we've all had the understanding of what climate innovations or solutions are. So with your work at the UGBS Innovation Hub, how do you think the students or the people that have gone through the training are actually taking or responding to these climate solutions? Is this something that is coming off as new? Are they able to actually understand what they're expected to do, or they're still finding a bit of challenges?
Okay, so I don't think they are finding it new. Again, I think climate change and sustainability has, I think has taken over the space in recent years. People are feeling the effects of it. Look at the recent flooding in Ghana. You have heat waves occurring all around Europe. Spain, Portugal, France are experiencing wildfires because of these heat waves and all of that. So it's not new to them. I think gradually people's attention are coming to the space, right? And hopefully people start thinking about it. Maybe it's slower and later than expected, but I think gradually where the mindset shifts is happening and people are starting to think about it. So I think at the hub, the reception is good. Sometimes you run a call for applications and you have so many people coming in with business ideas, right? Some of them great, some of them a tad bit ambitious, but I mean, we welcome all ideas. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we have so many people coming in with ideas. Yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned the call for applications. Where, I mean, for somebody that doesn't have the access to apply, I think where do they start from? When maybe I want to do something in climate sustainability, develop something, what is the starting foundation? Or how can they get access to somebody that is going to hold their hands and help them start these
Okay.
innovations?
So, I think again back to the opportunities being everywhere. Right now, there's so many incubation hubs, business incubators, accelerators ongoing. You have so many climate and sustainability short courses that are being run. So I think for someone that wants to get into the space, I think a simple Google search would bring up all these opportunities.
Yeah.
Really. I think a simple Google search would spring up all these opportunities and then they'd have access to it.
Okay, that's amazing. So you should make use of the internet.
Yeah,
I mean,
the internet,
let's
yeah.
not just be watching for entertainment, but also take these opportunities that are available to us. So what are some misconceptions? I mean, you've mentioned a lot of taking waste into new products, that is recycling. What are some misconceptions that from your experience, from your side, what have you heard people say about entering into climate innovations that actually misconceptions? They are not actually what is there.
Okay, I think one that I've been privy to is that climate entrepreneurship is reserved for the scientists or the people into science or engineering. But I think, let's take a typical climate business. Fine, you may need like a scientist or engineer to do the hardcore technical stuff, the mechanical recycling, chemical recycling, and all of that. But then you probably need a business person, right, to handle the marketing, to handle finance. You need like a product designer. You need someone to go to the field, maybe take data for you, market your product for you. So I think that's one misconception. It's not reserved for just, people that have the technical know-how, but sometimes the other knowledge areas, right? Like business can serve as add-ons in a typical climate entrepreneur business or something. Yeah.
Okay, I think I understand that for startups, sometimes they can come in groups and from different or diverse fields, and then they come together to start these businesses. So you don't necessarily have to have an idea. Maybe you can support in logistics, you can support in social media communications and all that. You don't necessarily have to start the innovations, but you can collaborate with someone. And with that being said, networking, because with your work at the hub, I think it brings a lot of stakeholders, people in the field that bring these opportunities. Can you tell us the importance of networking for climate solutions, or people who want to start climate innovations or solutions?
Yeah, so I think networking like goes a long way. Like, I mean, per that saying, if you want to go fast, go along. If you want to go far, you have to go together. And so you need a network of people that you can fall on and call on them anytime that you need help. You can't, and I mean, you can't do everything alone. And that's one of the things we actually emphasize at the hub. We usually don't want someone to come in and it's just them, like one-man businesses and whatsoever. We usually want people to come in as a team so that you can benefit from each person's expertise. And networking is also great. We usually try to encourage them to attend these business conferences, trade fairs, and whatever. Meet people. Some of them can be potential business partners, potential funders, mentors, coaches that can all give you very good business advice. For all we know, you may be stuck at a particular point. Maybe you don't know what to do next. Sometimes you go to these conferences, business meetings, and you meet some very knowledgeable people that can help you out. So networking, I think we're really big on that.
Okay, that's great. From my understanding, you didn't have prior experience in the climate sector.
Mm-hmm.
So can you share with us how your experience has been? What did you have to learn and unlearn to really help you grasp the field that you're into?
So the experience has been like great for me. I think I've learned a lot, and the whole journey has just been inspiring for me, because sometimes I come across what people are doing, and I'm like, oh wow, that's great. And these are things that I probably would not have heard about if I was not in the space. So it's been a great learning experience for me, and I actually love the fact that I got the opportunity to work on this project and take up all of these things. And hopefully, as I'm on, I could maybe also establish a climate-focused business in the future.
Okay.
I'm hoping
that's
that I
amazing.
can do
We
that.
are here rooting you on.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Okay, so what are some skills that you think someone trying or someone who wants to enter into climate solutions should have, or some skills they should learn before entering into the space?
Well, I think the first one I'd probably go for is problem solving, right? I think sometimes it's very easy for us to see a problem as it is, complain about it, or leave it, right? But maybe we should, sort of go a step further and try to come up with solutions to these problems. You never know, it could turn into like a potential business opportunity that you can explore. So problem solving, I think it's great. Let's not look at problems as it is. Let's try and find solutions to these problems, right? Like the way someone would look at the waste that is generated by a contaminant market, right? And then starts contaminant upcyclers, where they collect the waste that is generated by the full sellers. They actually recycle them into reusable clothes, bags, footwear. So let's not look at the problem. Okay, we're improperly disposing our waste, and someone has actually gone a step further to find a solution to it. So I think I'd go for problem solving. Secondly, teamwork. Goes back to the networking thing, where I don't think one-man things, doing things alone solely really helps. I think it's always good to have a team that complements each other. And I think people should just learn how to be very good team members. So I'd go for teamwork and communication as well, because you need the communication skills to be able to present your ideas, especially in instances where you're looking for funding or you want to explain your ideas to people. Because I mean, even in the introductory stages of a business, you need to go to people, try to find out what their problems are, find solutions to them, and these solutions then turn into businesses. So I think communication is key as well. Communication is
so
key
in
as
the
well.
growing and age, I mean, as the world is moving, technology is also on the rise. Like there's also always like something changing about technology. There's a rise in AI and all that. How does it complement the climate solutions?
Okay, so I think with the advance of technology, AI, lots of businesses in the climate space are using these technologies. You take precision agriculture, for example, which is really like a modern farming method that uses technology like GPS, AI, drones to sort of monitor and manage a person's farm, for example. These technologies, this particular farming method makes good use of technologies. Now people are using drought-resistant seed technologies. These are seeds that have a certain resistance to pests and droughts and whatever. And yeah, I think people are also using these technologies in recycling and upcycling and all of that. So technology, AI, there's also green tech as well. I think it's come to stay, and I think it's making the whole climate business space advance a lot easier and then faster.
Okay, that's amazing. Technology and AI actually complements the climate solutions and innovation. That's great. For someone listening out, I mean the youth, I can speak from my understanding that we are all centered on like solutions that will pay us now. I mean, some of the youth, we don't like stress.
Yes.
We want to start something. Do you think that the climate solutions pay in Ghana? Let me use in our context, because we are usually centered on providing Ghanaian youth with these opportunities. Do you think these solutions pay in Ghana, per your current experience?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Recently, right? Again, back to the climate smart acceleration training that we did, where we brought in some high growth climate innovators. I think we actually threw a question to them and asked them how much money on average they make in a month. It was to access like their financial status, because we had brought banks in for a matchmaking event, right, where these people were supposed to go to the banks, pitch their ideas to them, and kind of find out if they could access some form of financing, debt financing, equity financing, get some loans, right? So we had to ask them those questions, and yes, they're making quite decent amounts of money from their climate businesses. Okay. I mean, I have actually purchased some climate products. I mentioned Upcraft, which is one of our incubators that I have. So I think I bought one of their bags. I think there was another seller that I bought shoes from. So I purchased them. I think people purchase these products, so they pay.
Okay, they actually do pay. You just have to find yourself in the spaces that pay. So with that being said, if someone wants to join the project as a beneficiary, what's the way in joining African Climate Collaborative or the UGBS Innovation Hub?
Okay, so usually we put out a call for applications. Like when we have a project running and we're looking for applicants, we put out a call for applications. We're available. Africa Climate Collaborative or the UGBS Innovation Incubation Hub. We're available almost on all social media handles. Okay. We're on LinkedIn, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook. So we put these call for applications over there, and people then apply. Okay. So all our opportunities are on the internet, really. We have websites too. Just search ugbsiih.org or Africa Climate Collaborative, where you get all the information on upcoming projects, upcoming training programs that you can apply for.
Okay. Yeah. That's amazing. We're about wrapping up. But before we do, what do you envision that in the next few years climate solutions would be like? Or what do you envision for the near future in the climate space?
I think I'm hoping to see like lots of climate businesses. Back to the exhibition where these innovators came, you'd realize that they all came with 2-3 more people that they've employed to come and, you know, stand by their booths while they partake in the training session and go talk to the banks. So people are actually employing other people in this space, and it goes to help us in the long run. Then you'd have more of these businesses employing more people as they expand and as they grow. So I think hopefully, I'm hoping that these businesses continue to grow and help to solve the unemployment crisis we're currently facing in the country. Yeah, so I'm hoping that more of these businesses come up. Yeah.
That's great. We believe in testimonies here. We just want, if you have, I think during the towards the beginning of our interview, you mentioned some of the work people who have passed through the trainings, either the UGBS Innovation Hub or ACC have been able to do. We just want, what is one of the successes that through the trainings and the programs, like, I don't know if it's a notable name or anyone that you'd want to just point us out to, that we can go search for them and actually see that these things are working.
Okay. So the Africa Climate Collaborative, we're 2 years old.
Okay.
So not yet, but I think in the upcoming years, through our trainings and the grants that we're giving out, we're probably going to have some of these people popping up. But Africa Climate the UGBS Innovation Hub, I can mention AbCraft, which is transforming plastics into bags, like I mentioned. But I mean, back to ACC, even though we're not, we don't have a notable business yet, we've given opportunities for some climate innovators to exhibit and then get some sales out of these exhibitions. Yes. And we also have the Incubum Collaborative at the University of, at the hub again, that has given some grants to some students, right, that were recruited last year, and they've been able to use this to develop their prototype, and hopefully we'll get to see these products on the market very soon.
That's amazing. I'm excited about these conversations, that climate solutions are actually gaining tractions not only across the world but in Ghana here too. They are proven solutions that are available. We want to say thank you to our guest. Before we let her go, we're going to ask for her final words. Please, what final words do you have for our listeners? Anyone listening out there that you want to tell them?
Okay, so I think for final words, I'd probably say that people should just start, right? Usually we waste so much time waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity until everything is right before we start something. But I think I want to tell people to just start, right? To just get to what they are planning on doing instead of waiting for the perfect moment. Yes.
Thank you very much. We are happy you came.
Thank you for having me as well.
That's amazing. So the final words are just start, guys. There's no time to waste. Just start, and on God is going to go through. So this has been Next Gen Connect right here on Z 101.9 FM. We hope you enjoy the show and you're going home with a new information and new insights in the climate sector, about climate innovations and solutions, and also you've taken notes of the opportunities we shared earlier. Okay, so we'll see you same time next week from 2 to 3 p.m. right here on Z 101.9 FM. Up next is Highway 1019.